Mike and Dave rolling, boots on the ground. Big Rooster Media making their rounds. Tackling water wars, rights in a bind. Speaking the truth, leaving no one behind.
Hey, what's up, Klamath Falls? This is Dave.
Hey, what's up, Klamath Falls? This is Mike. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah. Getting kind of cold.
Still no snow.
February blues. I don't.
What's going on?
Right?
Yeah, so it's
We are back at it.
We are back at it.
This is actually news today.
news
So
content. We
buckle up.
Still have the disco balls going on from the previous celebration, but yeah. So if you are a registered voter in Oregon, I would suggest that you just verify you're still a registered voter. 800,000 inactive voters were removed from rosters here because all the stuff going on with making sure the elections are secure. They've gone through and actually there was some, I don't know, 165-year-olds that were taken off the voting roster, but there has been word that maybe in the process, some legitimate registered voters were taken off the voting roster. So just Google My Vote Oregon and make sure that you are still registered. And you have until April 28th to do that, but I'd recommend doing it sooner rather than later, just to make sure your voice is heard and you get all your ballot material.
Well, it's probably the same ones that were getting the Social Security, too. So, I mean.
Right? Probably helping out some daycares too. I don't know. Anyway.
All right. Well, so BINET is at it again, and just so we're all on the same thing. So Basin Interagency Narcotics Enforcement Team is BINET. So they made a pretty good bust February 5th. This was at the 1100 address of Crescent Avenue, and the bugaboo with that is it's adjacent next to whatever KU High School. So Timothy Moulton, youngin, 19, busted on marijuana, the psilocybin mushrooms. And is there one more? I thought there was one more.
I believe he was caught selling it to school-age kids.
Yeah. I guess just the two. So the marijuana and the psilocybin mushrooms. And the bad part is it was adjacent to KU. I guess that's the takeaway. And the pictures of the bust was not... had a plethora of stuff. That's why I thought there was more...
Right.
Stuff involved, but yeah, good on them, and another, I guess, success story for BINET.
Nice. Congratulations. Good job, guys. I asked a couple weeks ago for shout outs for people like their business recognized, and I absolutely spaced this one, but there is a new locksmith in town.
You locked them out, huh?
Wow.
Oh.
Anyway, Klamath Basin Lock and Security is here in town, and I want to thank them for the email and reaching out, and I apologize to them for missing it on the last show, but yeah, welcome, good luck, and thank you, because since Owls, I believe, is completely closed now, unfortunately, we need a locksmith. So if you need a locksmith, you can reach Bill at 541-281-2998. And hours are by appointment only, so there's not, I don't believe, a storefront technically. But give them a holler and they'll help you out.
Well, and Bill is the guy for that. I don't know how to... Owls was not, how do I say this, keeping up with the times.
There were some health issues going on there that kind of affected that.
Well, I give you that, but I'm just saying, like, the new updates and, like, the key fobs instead of just a
Yeah.
car key. He should have passed it on or gave it up a while ago. So, yeah, good luck to Bill and his new endeavor.
Yeah. Thanks again for hitting us up with that.
And so a sickness is going around. So between, I'll just call it all the elementaries around town. So what is it? February 6th. And now we are recording on Friday the 13th. But there was, I would say, every elementary school in town was closed either this week or the previous week due to illness and just the lack of staff. So just it's another one of those list things, but do your stuff. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not a doctor here, but
It's going around.
maybe vitamin C. If you keep your, I don't want to say, give your kids this stuff, but if you keep your house, also, don't get all clean. Adults take vitamin or emergency zinc, vitamin D, either
Airborne.
yeah, emergency airborne, some kind of vitamin C supplement, we'll call it. But vitamin D is another good one, zinc, and there was one more. Anyway,
B12. I don't know. That's energy.
sure, turmeric and all kind. No, if you keep your house healthy, I'll call it that. There's enough stuff going around, and schools are probably the worst spot for spreader locations. But the kids are actually healthier than the adults, I'll say. So
I know you and I and our spouses have kind of had bouts with it to some degree, and mine had it pretty bad. Our coworker has kids, and yeah, and then I was questionable for a while there, but kept hammering down the old airborne. That seemed to help me quite a bit. So
yeah, we don't have to get all Dr. Fauci and alcohol everything and wipe down and yada yada. But yeah, just common sense stuff somewhere in the middle
wash
there.
your hands,
Right,
cover your face when you're sneezing or coughing,
right.
stuff like that. Anyway, all right. Lulu's on Main
Ooh.
is coming to town. And I believe that Lulu's is I believe they were in Tule Lake. Could be mistaken. I don't have anything that confirms or denies that, but I believe they were in a little
Yeah.
shack that used to be like a little burger joint. And shame on me for forgetting the name. I used to eat there all the time when I drove truck. But yeah, they're coming to Klamath Falls. So Lulu's on Main is going to be across from the Ella Redkey Pool at 1850 Main Street. So I've heard, I have not eaten at the location in Tule Lake, but I've heard nothing but good things. So looking forward to having them in town.
You just put that together for me, yes, because I have eaten the one at Tule Lake, and yes, hamburgers, pastrami, I believe, the home cut fries. So yes, now that I'm putting
Yeah.
places and things together, yes, that is a good spot. So yeah, all right, I'm in now.
Good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a try. I don't have a date yet as far as when they're going to be open. It just said coming soon, but keep an eye on that one.
All right, well, I'm. You can double dip, sir, because I'm out unless you want me to rip the Band-Aid off.
All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and roll with this one. So we did cover it a little bit before, but it's for a good cause, and so I want to go over it one more time. Old School Country Store out in Keno, 11622 Overland Drive. It's owned by Tracy and David Fields. Have not been to the store. They carry a line of products that are based primarily on goat milk. But the sad part is, David's got cancer. He's going to go through some fairly intrusive surgery in March. And they could use our help. And so Starvin' Marvin has been nice enough to host a spaghetti dinner February 27th from 5 to 7, with the proceeds going to help them cover costs, and whatever those costs might be. They've got a family, so the store is shut down, whatever help they might need. Anyway, I think I'm going to go, and just would like to ask other people. The camera went off, Dave. So, ask other people
Bill,
to attend also, and just help them out. They seem like really nice people, really appreciative when I told them I would put this out for them. So there's that. So I guess it's Band-Aid ripping time. I'm not sure what you got there.
Oh, I'll cover it, I guess. So the only other thing we had up there is they've announced the musical guests for the Klamath County Fair this year.
So bring your honky tonk badonkadonk.
Right.
Yeah.
So Trace Adkins will be at the fair this year. So that's a
Solid,
I'm not the country guy, but I could get down with that.
right?
All right. Yeah.
Solid start. Well, I mean, last year it took a little while before they came out with Buck Cherry. So it's hard to say who they might get at the fair for. I'm hoping they continue the thing with a rock band. And if you're wondering what's going on, we got a battery die out on us on our main camera. So Dave is ever so slyly, you'd never know he was doing anything. Trying to get a battery swap going on. Not sure why that battery did not hold up longer than that, but whatever. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you gotta hit that OK button. And we're back. How about that? So anyway, Trace Adkins is going to be at the fair this year. I guess it's the fair board. We need to get those folks on here. But kudos to them. They've been bringing some solid entertainment down for the last few years, and that's really awesome. So, I just went and saw Buck Cherry last year. Had a great time at that. But I'll go see Trace Adkins.
Yeah, I will too. I forget why I couldn't make.
You were south of the border, sir.
Oh, that's right, Mexico. Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
not sorry.
yeah.
I don't know, but yes, if
Klamath County Fair, Cabo San Lucas. What do you know?
right, all right. But yeah, if I am around, I'll go see Trace. So
Yeah. And that's about it. I do want to. So upcoming episodes. We do have a interview with Commissioner Minty, or as she refers to herself, Candidate Minty, coming up tomorrow as you see this. And then what else is going on? Oh, I'm going to be doing a little next episode. We'll be having a little tutorial, if you will, on how to submit for document requests from the county. So if you wanted to investigate something, if you are curious, I don't know, about your property, or if land you're looking at has got septic clearance or not, or what's going on with county commissioners or sheriff or judges or whatever, how you can fill out what's basically a FOIA. FOIA is a Freedom of Information Act request, and how to do your due diligence to get some research. I was recently accused on Facebook, on the Big Rooster page, of just only getting information from people that were willing to give it to me. I don't know how else to put that. That I was being fed stories and being fed information. And that's not necessarily true. Now, if you are working on a story and somebody wants to contribute to that, absolutely, I will hear them. But I also have the ability to think for myself and to source my own information. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that as well. We'll get into that probably next week. And as Forrest Gump would say, that's all I got to say about that.
well, and I guess just reiterating what Kelly said. It is because this opened up my eye too. Because you're more into the governmental stuff than I am, but as Kelly said in the interview, they're public employees. They are voted on by you guys. And it's not like, I don't know, AutoZone where, somebody gets fired and, that's the end of the story. This is a public forum, I guess, and you have the ability to look that information up, hence a public employee.
Right.
So,
Now, it can get, and I did it on myself and on Big Rooster Media as an example. I will share I'll get into that a little bit more next week. But you do have to be fairly specific in knowing what you're looking for, because otherwise, you might end up with thousands of pages if you're not specific enough. Now, Stephen down there at the county office is a great guy. He will kind of assist to some degree in directing you on the path that you need to be on. Because part of the factor is, depending on how many documents you get, there's a fee associated with that. They don't work for free down there, and I don't blame them. So they do work for a fee. There is a cost associated per page. So you want to be fairly specific in the request. But again, we'll get into that next week. I'll have it a little better prepared for that. But hopefully you'll tune in. I think you'll find it very interesting and a great way to get a little deeper involved in what's going on in the county.
all right, we'll see you guys there.
All right. Thanks a lot, you guys. Have a great week.